It's 9:30 Thanksgiving morning, 0 degrees, with an estimated wind chill factor of -17. I'm walking to the start line of the 82nd Manchester Road Race. For this historic Connecticut race, runners usually dress up, and my family never says no to a costume. So this year, my sister-in-law and nephew are Santas, my niece is an elf, and I'm Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Standing in the start chute, waiting for the race to begin, huddled together like a family of penguins, I'm seriously contemplating why I'm out here today. 6 years ago, I was sitting in front of a warm fire, drinking a cup of coffee, waiting for the Macy's Day Parade to start, and eating a piece of my mom's homemade pumpkin pie with whipped cream on top for breakfast with my dad. This was a tradition he started when my brother and I were younger, proclaiming one Thanksgiving that there was no need to save the best part about Thanksgiving until last. 9 days after Thanksgiving 6 years ago, my father died of a massive heart attack, and I've been running from Thanksgiving ever since. The real reason I'm out here is because I can't imagine being home on Thanksgiving morning without my dad. Out of the 12,000 runners this year, I'm number 10,068. I hadn't given this number much thought until the night before when my mom asked, "So what does the number 8 mean to you?" And I said, "I don't know. Flip it sideways and it's an infinity sign? Why?" She said, "Because you have your dad's birthday and a number 8 is your running number this year." I must have looked confused because she continued to explain. 10,068. 10, 06, 8. October 6th with an 8. And there it was, my dad, forever on Thanksgiving morning. As the race begins, I'm already thinking about the second mile because it's one hill. On a good year, this climb's been difficult. Today, I'm thinking Everest. As I enter that second mile, my bib number starts to feel like 195 pounds as I carry memories of my dad up that hill with me, one step at a time. About halfway up, I start cursing. This is a good sign. My dad would be proud. He had found it his duty as my father to teach me how to curse before going to kindergarten as a playground survival skill. 3/4 of the way up, I have the strongest memory. I'm 5 or 6, and we're sitting on the porch in our home in Pennsylvania, and we're riding out a storm together because my father knows that thunder scares me. At the top of the hill, my Santa Claus sister-in-law finds me, and I'm no longer alone with my memories. We start running together, and we take the downhill, and a runner's high kicks in. After taking inventory of all of our body parts that we can no longer feel, we start to question why we're out here today. And my sister-in-law shares how much my brother really appreciates the fact that we run this race. Because as a police officer in town, he's mandated to work this race. And for years, he spent Thanksgiving alone. And now, his family runs the race, and he looks forward to this day because we're all together on Thanksgiving morning. At the bottom of the hill, we hit the flats, the land that I call no man's land, because the race flattens out and a runner's high fades, and you start to feel like you're running through sludge, and there's 2 miles left to go. We take a turn, and the full force of a -17-degree wind chill factor hits us face on and throws us backwards. I duck my head down and start to cry. If there were ever a time to abandon this race, it would be now. Just then, my Santa sister-in-law says, "Am I hallucinating, or are those guys naked?" I look up and see 3 20-something athletic guys who run this race every year in loincloths. Please tell me they're wearing nude-colored bodysuits, she says. No, those aren't bodysuits. I am, however, really surprised that they did not take frostbite of the extremities into consideration this year. My sister-in-law says, seriously, I need a closer look. So we pick up our pace, and it takes us into the backstretch. And it's here that I see things my father would have loved. Pittsburgh Steelers fans, 3 guys dressed up as the Hanson brothers from the iconic hockey movie Slapshot, and a person dressed in a huge inflatable turkey costume. And I think of every Macy's Day Parade I ever watched with my father. These images take me to the finish line, where my sister and I hug, cry, laugh, and put out great wishes for a warmer run next year. Back in the parking lot, a crowd has gathered around our cars because my mom, brother, nephew, niece are passing out pieces of pumpkin pie with whipped cream on top. And as my mom passes me my piece of pie, I give thanks to my father for running with me today, reminding me what Thanksgiving is all about, and being my dad forever.